We're going to be looking at the cash swap Supreme Court ruling and the silence from the CBN and the president. And also the second issue on ground is as regards agenda setting for the incoming government, exchange rate, privatization, and all of that. So we'll be looking at, first focal point for this morning. Let me properly introduce until December 31st, 2023. And since then, we've not gotten any from the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So all over state intervening the Supreme Court order, and there will be prosecution of anyone who does not obey that particular order. So we're asking, and the AGF, the governors have said that they give the AGF up until Tuesday implement the order from the Nigerian students, NLC, that's National Nigeria Labour Congress. Pressure on the federal government and CBN. Hear more from NANS, NLC, NBA, and civil society organizations. Or do you think, since we still have the Cuba and State Assembly election coming up this Saturday, maybe we should wait till after silence all this while? They're waiting for the elections to come to an end so that then we can know the way forward. So do you think we should wait until after? We should persevere for the next 1 week again, as we have been doing for the past 3 months? 2 months, let me say. So should we just wait? And can Nigerians also help themselves by accepting the old note while waiting for directives from the CBN? Why do you think it's difficult for now? Okay, we already know why, because a lot of Nigerians are waiting for a pronouncement from the president and also the CBN governor. But then, do you think we can also help ourselves by just accepting these old notes? Since the Supreme Court said, it's okay to spend it till December 31st, do you think we can help ourselves, that's Nigerians now, helping ourselves to accept the money, let it circulate within ourselves, and then, just reduce the pressure on, businesses and SMEs and co, instead of rejecting them? Do you think Nigerians can help themselves while we wait for directives from the CBN? So that's as regards the cash crunch issues that we are facing as a country now. First is that do you support the position of governors who are threatening to file contempt proceedings against Emefiele and the AGF? Do you support that NANS, NLC, NBA, and civil societies should join the process of putting pressure on the federal government and the CBN to implement the policy? Or do you think we still have, since we still have the Cuba polls on Saturday, Nigerians can help themselves by accepting the old note while waiting for directives from the CBN? That's the first focal point for this morning. The second one is as regards agenda setting for the incoming government. On the front page of Vanguard newspaper, we have here that Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, market operators, others list agenda for incoming government. And ranking high amongst the list is removal of fuel subsidy, multiple exchange rates, and privatization. So from all of this that has been listed, do you think the incoming which one do you think the incoming government should make a priority? Should it be fuel subsidy, exchange rate, fluctuating exchange rate, or privatization? Which one do you think the government should make a priority? That incoming government should make a priority as we await, good government, one way or the other. All right. So tax reforms, yes, tax reform, monetary exchange rate policy, fast tracking the securitization of the ways and means obtained from the CBN, building on existing PPP models, improving on the work done by the outgoing administration on the ease of doing business. So all of these are the list of things that they have put as agenda for the incoming government. Which one do you think the government should make a priority? Fuhade, I'll start with you. Then I open up the phone line and get the thoughts. Have key issues as we have elimination of petrol subsidy, reforms, tax reforms, infrastructure development. We're also looking at incentive scheme for non-oil exports, securitization of the ways and means. So which one would you say the incoming government should make a priority?
Subsidy, but there's a big but on it. until we fix our refinery. We'll take how long that will take. If we can't quickly fix our refineries, maybe give approvals for modeling, remove subsidy without fixing the problem of local consumption in terms of the people taxation, the issue of multiple taxation also, because that's enough money for the government. But we should do that after we fix our local consumption by fixing our local refineries.
All right.
And then on the issue of with that, I also expect that all civil societies need to speak up. Listen, I don't know why the NLC is not saying anything. Their workers are also suffering from this whole conversation, but they still have a duty to check the expertise of the execution wait till after the election. Wait for how long, Sandra? 2, 3. It's easy to destroy businesses. To bring them back to life is not always easy, Sandra. So I think we should, we're doing our own job as media men, to Christmas. And I think they should begin to speak up now to put pressure on the president and CBN to implement this particular policy.
All right.
Decision of the Supreme Court, sorry.
Thank you very much for that. So let's hear from our listeners now, their own thoughts as regards the 2 focal points that we've mapped out this morning. All right. The phone line is 0913 6000 410 0913 6000 410. That's the number to call to share your thoughts. And if you want to send text messages or WhatsApp messages, you send it to 0913.
You have 1 minute remaining in your extra
430 0913 6000 430. That's for text messages and phone calls. All right. Text messages and WhatsApp messages. All right. Let's get your thoughts as regards the conversation this morning. Hello. Okay. I think we got that. Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Abdul Bakare.
Good morning, Mr. Bakare.
Well done.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Bakare.
Thank you, Mr. Fuhade, for not asking after me. Thank you so much.
It's been a while. It's really been a while. No way.
So on the matter, we want to initiate a contempt proceeding against somebody who is not a party to a proceeding initially.
The AGF is party to it.
1 minute, Sandra.
Oh, okay.
You want to initiate a proceeding against an AGF whose office was not the initiator of the problem in the first instance. The only person you can initiate a contempt proceeding against is Mr. President. And again, the entire arm of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Don't forget that the business abused by the governors was that the proceeding is against CBN is an arm of the government. The CBN is an arm of the government, and any judgment against the government should be complied to by any arm of the government. So you have to commence a contempt proceeding against all head of arms, including the Minister of Finance, including CBN, including the meeting and principal chairman. That's how it goes. So the idea of a contempt proceeding is a circle of comedy. The only person that can be challenged is the president. And if the president can't be by virtue of his immunity as president, then I don't know where the governors will proceed to. But I can tell you that the whole matter is just unnecessary. Why shouldn't the governors in the first instance approach the federal court and get another of mandamus asking CBN to produce more money? Why did they have to jump to the Supreme Court in the initial? And don't forget, CBN is not a party in that proceeding. So how then do you look? The CBN needed not to be a party. It's an agency of the federal government. That's why I'm saying that was come from the Supreme Court. That's why I'm saying that if CBN is the arm of the government and the government is not complying with the ruling of the Supreme Court, it means you are going to initiate a contempt against all types of arms of government. You cannot single out CBN. You cannot single out the Attorney General. That's the point I'm making.
Okay. There's always something to point out in this conversation. So are you saying that if the governors are to go ahead with this suit that they want to, they have to put all of these agencies as part of respondents?
That was the argument that was used to incorporate CBN into the proceedings in the first instance, if you remember. We have argued that why should you have gone to the Supreme Court in the first instance? Why not go to the federal court since that is where you are supposed to take CBN to? One minute. I want to respond to Sandra. The argument that was given was that CBN is an arm of government, and since the federal government has been taken to court and a judgment has been given against it, all arms of government must comply. So we are expecting all arms of government to comply, including CBN. Now, if the president is not making a statement concerning that, and you want to initiate contempt proceeding, you will have to initiate that contempt proceeding against all arms of government. You can't single out CBN. Okay. You can't single out the Attorney General.
Mr. Bakari, is it possible? Is this suit possible or not?
They were in a hurry. They abandoned the proceedings and the rules of courts, and forced the Supreme Court said the contempt proceeding from now. Where would they start from? Will they start from the federal court or the Supreme Court? We shall see as time goes on.
All right. Thank you very much, Barrister Bakari. I appreciate. Yes. Let's just move. Let's move on from that one. I mean, of course, all that had been sorted. I was trying to, have the understanding that, I hope another lawyer would also call in. They may have, contravening, perspectives on this. All of these governors going to court, they are. Is their lawyers that are going to court,
and senior lawyers guiding them too.
There are senior lawyers guiding them. The attorneys general of their states, their different states. I'm sure all these attorney generals will come together, sit down, put their heads together, and try to see. Try to sort their way out. So let's just leave it for the lawyers there. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, my name is Shegun. I'm calling from Ikeja.
All right, good morning, Shegun. Please go ahead.
Good morning. What the barrister said is just like dribbling back. That has been passed already. The Supreme Court has already assumed jurisdiction over the matter. You understand? And the ruling of the Supreme Court is infallible. And that is just a basic principle of law. So, and if they refuse to comply, they are in contempt of the Supreme Court. So the government should take the right steps and commit them to prison for contempt.
So what are your own thoughts as regards? Do you think they should or they should not? Oh no, I think we lost the call. All right, thank you very much, Shegun, for your thoughts. Hello.
Sandra, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Peter. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I guess you are fine too.
I'm well, thank God. Thank God.
Brother,
he's greeting also.
All right. Now, Sandra, must the president who was elected according to him to preserve the life of Nigerians and the property of Nigerians, must he wait to be taken back to Supreme Court for him to know that Nigerians are dying because of this policy? He came out to make an announcement that this policy is to prevent vote buying, and also to make it difficult for terrorists to get money. And all these things still happen. Votes were being bought, and it's not working. And you see Nigerians that are dying. Sandra, is it not last week somebody in Ibadan or so that was looking for money, trading, slums, and death? How many people have been reported dead because of this policy? If Buhari, let me use my word, if Buhari had loved Nigerians, I am telling you that he would not have waited to be cajoled, to be pressured, for him to speak and tell central bank, no, issue an order. Everything that the court has spoken, let the court ruling stand. Why can't Buhari do that? Does he want all Nigerians to die? Does he love Nigerians? Can Buhari do this to people from Niger Republic? I don't understand. Our businesses are dead, and our children cannot go to school. Some things, colleagues cannot come to work, another radio station, because they cannot sell. So can't Buhari love Nigerians? Can he save the life of Nigerians? Can he pity Nigerians?
Thank you, Mr. Peter. It's okay.
All the agenda that are being said, you cannot say the agenda for people in Nigeria. All these people are evil. When the wicked and power people suffer.
Mr. Peter, how about? Please, that's not acceptable, eh? Please, I would appreciate if we can accord the respect that is due to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Would appreciate that, please. Thank you very much. We understand the emotions are running really high. Yes, we get that part, but then it doesn't give us an excuse to disrespect the office of the president. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter. All right, welcome Fuhade into the studio. How are you?
I'm good.
You look like you have cash.
Which cash?
You look like someone that has cash.
You know, there's a way you just hide your frustration, you know.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You have Solomon on the line long time.
Yeah, Solomon.
It really surprised me when people are now complaining now. What are they complaining for? Some of us, when they bring that policy, we condemn it. Those who are condemning it today were saying, oh, it's a good policy. It's going to stop vote buying. So, we shall not buy vote the last time. Maybe you don't know. Some people even do transfer. People receive a lot. At the end of the day, you suffering. If you know this, masses. Just last week, just part of the year, a top of fresh sessions in Ibadan died just because he cannot get cash and he was trying to go to work for taking. Look, to even make the matter work, bank will give you old notes. If you cannot spend, you return it back to them, they will refuse to collect it.
I don't understand that part either.
And people are saying it's a good policy. Now they are not crying just because their candidate didn't win. When we are saying it, that this policy, no matter how good this policy is very, very bad. It's so shameful when you have your money, you are seeing your lot like this, and you cannot collect your money. And we are using naira to buy naira. And people are saying, if we don't buy, they should continue. Let them continue. Me, I want to enjoy it. Let me enjoy it more. Let them continue. Let's survive it more. When we are saying that time, we don't want to jump just because you have this sentiment.
Thank you, Mr. Solomon.
Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. All right, 0913 6000 410. That's the number to call. If you want to send text messages or WhatsApp messages, it's 0913 6000 430. I have some messages here, so I'll just take them before I come back to phone calls in a bit. Good morning, Mainland FM. From the agenda settings to be implemented by the incoming, my opinion as follows. Number 1, fuel subsidy should be removed with the clause of fixing all the refineries, creating new ones, and also enabling modular refineries. Multiple taxation should be implemented, but it should be progressive taxing. FDI should be encouraged with tax waivers and also encourage these foreign investors through providing security. 3, empower the youth through empowerment programs and through the National Orientation Agency. 4, invest in different sources of power in the power sector, as our country is 100% dependent on power, of course. Number 5, invest in the agriculture sector, and these will go a long way providing food for both import and export, thereby increasing our GDP. Secondly, Sandra and Fuhade, remember I asked for the functions of arms of government. So with these, is the CBN bigger than the Supreme Court? Please help elaborate. Sean from Festac, even the president is not bigger than the Supreme Court. So the CBN can't be bigger than the Supreme Court, okay? But I think it was when Barrister Bakare, it's just interesting that he was the first call that we had this morning.
Yeah, brought the technicalities
he
of,
brought the technicalities, you know, of the law into it. And that's where, you know, we had, and we've always had that conversation as regards putting which first. Should we put, okay, let's put the policy first, or we should put
the technicalities of it?
Exactly.
I think the policy, and you know, because it affects people before the legal technicalities. All
right, let's go back to the phone lines now. I'll be back to messages in a bit. That was quite a long read. So don't forget the focal points for this morning. The first one is as regards the cash crunch. Should the governors take the federal government to court for contempt
Proceedings,
of proceedings of the Supreme Court? And also, do you think we should just wait till after the Guba? Since they said it's to curb vote buying, maybe that's why we're not hearing anything. So should we say, okay, let's wait till after the Guba polls on Saturday and see if things will be better by Monday next week, by 20th of March? That's another, what do you think as regards the cash crunch and the silence from the federal government? The second one is as regards, agenda setting for the incoming government. Which one do you think the incoming government should take as priority? We have, the first one we have is fast tracking the securitization of ways and means, removal of fuel subsidy, multiple exchange rates, privatizing non-performing state-owned assets of the federal government, building on existing PPP models, that's public-private partnership, elimination of multiple taxation. Which one should the incoming government take as priority? Those are the two focal points for this morning. You're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM, and the phone line is 0913 6000 410 for phone calls, and 0913 6000 430 for text messages and WhatsApp messages. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Sister Sandra.
Good morning, sir.
Happy weekend. Chooks calling from my dad.
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing, Mr. Chooks?
I'm trying.
Okay.
I think at this juncture, I think we need to prefer solution, because matter don't pass down. I want to tell you, many people are applauding the Supreme Court, but the judgment came too late. I don't think it has been that first time. Maybe things will have been able to be salvaged to an extent. But the way I'm seeing things now is like this money has been destroyed. A lot of them has been destroyed. So maybe they cannot produce it today. And that is the reason why we are in this deadlock. And another thing is, we have to now manage ourselves, maybe before the new government comes in. That should be our focal point. I think that is where we should aim at, which I don't readily, personally, I don't have any, solution presently or suggestion. But one thing that I want to ask again, please, Mr. Fuhade, help me confirm. There is a report in the nation today that CBN is producing some money for a particular political party in Lagos, particularly Labour Party.
We already talked about that. That story does not have a source, an identified source, so we just leave it as a story. There are no facts to it. We don't have any evidence to that story, so let's just leave it at that.
All right, sir. Thank you. Have a blessed day, sir.
And you too. Thank you very much, Mr. Chooks. All right. It's 0913 6000 410. Hello.
A very good morning to you, Lady Sandra.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
How are you, my dear?
I'm well, thank you.
Mr. Fuhade, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for being with us all the day. May God bless all of you.
And you too.
You see, this morning, for day one, I only have to oppose this policy. He targeted as somebody, and the man who targeted, the man has crossed the river before the bridge collapsed. You see there? You see there? Now, you are not turning to the masses, punishing the masses. If we move it to cover Mr. President 5 years, I think Mr. President, as I know him very well, I voted for him twice, and I still love him to this moment. That is why the moment the very day in office, I said, Mr. President, I love you. I want you to succeed. But I will criticize you when necessary. And this is much of a time to criticize Mr. President. Mr. President, you are the last lap of your tenure. I don't want you to leave this legacy with Nigeria. And I want Mr. President to don't take a phone call to Mayfair to allow Nigeria to spend our money. And that is the government want to go back to Supreme Court for contest or by Mayfair and the Attorney General. I want them to go. No. Somebody must be punished. You are punishing millions of Nigeria. If my friend, parents in the family are suffering, your own parents in the family are suffering. If maybe his own family is in Abuja or in Lagos, his extended family, they are suffering in the village. Why are you suffering in Nigeria?
Okay, so
number one, I want to add up. If they can't give 1,500 naira, what happened to 200 naira, 100 naira, and the 50 naira?
It's not enough. It's not enough.
What about packet all those money to the bank?
It's not enough to go round. It's not enough to go round.
Okay, why is it not enough? Is it not in charge? I'm at the bank now. Where I am now, it's about 3 banks together.
Thank you very much. We wish you all the
I will be your order. Let me stop here.
Please buy bottled water. Don't stress yourself.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Thank you.
It's all right.
Thank you. Okay.
It's okay. All right. But even the smaller notes, I don't think
not enough.
It's not enough to go around, and I can't imagine someone holding 1,000 naira in 50 naira denomination. I can't even imagine that. Maybe that's why some people are not, open to that idea. But then we also had a conversation that even the 200 naira that the president said, okay, we can spend
it's not even enough to go around.
It's not enough to go around. 200 billion of it, and only me alone can have 10,000 naira of 200.
It's not going to go around.
So let's focus. Should you think the governors should go ahead with their contempt proceedings against the federal government, or should we just wait till after the Cuba polls? Maybe then all of the issues surrounding the cash crunch would have been resolved. Since the aim was to curb vote buying. All right. So let's stay focused. What about the agenda setting? Which one should come first? Is it fuel subsidy, privatization, multiple exchange rates, reform, tax reform? What says you? Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Ben Fuhade. I greet you guys.
Ben, how you doing?
I'm fine, brother. Look, I am happy with what is going on.
You have cash?
I believe as well you will be happy and be smiling somewhere now.
The Nigerians are suffering.
You know why? Look, it was actually that firstly came out and said, look, this thing you did was very, very wrong. And the same Nigerians that you are talking about now, few of them anyway, they were the ones that firstly attack as well. No, why do you say that? Because you want to buy votes. Because you want to buy votes. But today they are crying. My brother, I don't look at their face any longer. They like to be in this situation.
What is your point?
My point now is that look, this policy this is a plan against Aswaji, but now it is a slap on the federal government.
So what is the solution now?
Even though they go to any court, why do you not obey the order? Let me tell you, we will manage it like this. Aswaji took over May 29, then everything will return to normal. Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Ben. So I think I was looking forward to this. I just knew that Ashwaju winning the presidential election, Ben was going to
over the move.
No. He was going to take advantage of that. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good evening, Sandra.
Good morning.
This is fine from Iowa.
You're fine.
I want to talk about the monetary policy. For past 2 years, almost 2 years now, many people have not recovered from what COVID-19 did to them. Now, the worst is happening to them again about this monetary policy. For many months now, I'll tell you months now, I've not been able to see my single one naira and doing business. I will only say, go to POS, they transfer. At the end of the day, I will only struggle to see the 1 naira to get money to transfer myself back to my house and to give my children to buy something in school. All those things is difficult. Go to village, see how many foodstuffs have been wasting because nobody to come and buy. All those people that are selling guys, they do not, if you want to buy gari, they cannot buy it with cash, with POS. They're going to the village to buy the gari, they buy with cash. So many things are small foodstuffs are spoiling, damaging, egg are spoiling. We have president, somebody will not tell me that everybody that wants, if you are ready to die, they don't see anything. They are heartless. Look at our National Assembly. Why can't they do something? Why can't they go by that threatening election like this? Why can't they threaten the election and change? Everybody is silent. They are jittering for how to who will do this very place, Senate president, House of all this thing. Whatever they are looking for, Nigerians are suffering and dying. It's only the few that we hear that we can talk about. To go places that you cannot even listen.
Fine, Mr. Ifeanyi, thank you. So, what do you think is the way forward? Do you think the governors are right saying that anybody that does not collect the old notes should be prosecuted? And do you think the governors should take the president to court for contempt of the Supreme Court?
Even if they take the federal government president to court to contempt of where will the situation God called you to cover? Who will arrest president? It's the only God that knows the secret between president and a messenger. That they will not arrest him. One day we hear all those, we see this, everything will be broken. So the only thing that is supposed to be, because in Nigeria, if you not let them go outside to protest, so that's why nobody is protesting. This is more than enough to go outside, begin not to protest. It happened to other countries. We are here dying.
All right.
It's only God that will help us.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mr. Ifeanyi. I appreciate. This is why silence is not really golden. Sometimes, a lot of times, silence isn't really golden because it brings room for a lot of assumptions and speculations. And now there's the conspiracy now that there's something between somebody and someone.
Only God that knows.
I know it's only God that knows.
And I think so too.
Are you sure it's only God that knows? The
Yeah.
AGF does not know.
Maybe the AGF knows too.
It's okay. All right, let's take some messages now. Thank you very much for standing by. We'll see let's see. Okay. Good morning, Sandra and Fuhade. Accepting old 500 naira and 1,000 naira notes is a setback for the country. My suggestion is we should wait until after Saturday's polls and things would normalize automatically. CBN should make 100 and 200 naira notes more available for the banks. Set maximum daily withdrawals to 10,000 naira in ATM and banking halls for now. I think there's already a withdrawal limit, 20,000 per day. This will reduce the tension in the country. Taiwo from Lagos is onto something here. Thank you very much. Awolo from Christopher from Shogule. I supported the cashless policy because of its objective intention. However, both the federal government, CBN, and Nigerians have been randomly conquered by the state captors who are now recycling themselves from speaker to chief of staff, governor to SGF, whose son is already a member of the federal house.
These are still speculations, Awolo.
Former governors now gone in for Senate president, etc. So they should do away with the cashless policy. After all, the incoming government will throw the policy to the dustbin. We don't know that. As for the agenda for the incoming government, I do not care what it starts with. All of us are in for it. Awolo, did you? I think you woke up on the wrong side today. I don't know. Good morning, team. The incoming government obviously knows the priority regards to how the country will come out of the deep hole found themselves in the past government, because they have been at the background running government directly or indirectly. Difference now is they have total control. If they have any conscience or out of truth and integrity, they should run the country at least a little better. Let's see their positive impact, and we hope they won't continue with the failures of the outgoing government. There are so many things that is being overlooked in Nigeria today. Any government goes away with whatever wrong they inflict on citizens. Presently, we are suffering from cash crunch. Head of a woman who lost her twins because there was no cash to pay for malaria drugs.
So many stories.
Not as if there was no money in their account. Listen to what people in the village go through. PNB is quiet. Supreme Court is still on a comfortable couch, tapping their feet. No action. Hope we'll get it right someday. Andrew from Yaba. At some point, I think also that's why we had the last question, that can Nigerians also help? Can we help ourselves by accepting the old notes until there's a directive from the CBN or something? Because I can't imagine, somebody is ill, the person is a life and death situation, and then you still refuse to collect old notes. I don't get that part.
Really.
I'm trying to understand it. Somebody goes to the hospital or to a lab and tries to get something done as regards their health, and you say, oh, we can't accept old notes. And we all know that, the banks are currently going through a serious stress test. The e-channels are fluctuating at the best. So I don't really understand that aspect. So can Nigerians also help them by accepting the old notes?
Yeah, I think it's the time to be our brother's keepers, help whenever we can.
Someone is hungry, say, I can't accept it.
Yeah, show some understanding.
And then you're going out of business. So I don't get that.
People are even giving credits now. If you do a transfer, it's not going. They give you the goods on trust. They take your details and allow you to do the transfer when it goes, I think it's the time for us to show some level of compassion and understanding, All
right, let's take some phone calls. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, Sandra, good morning.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. Thank you very much. First of all, let me talk of one of your callers, the issue of Apex bankrolling. You see, I'm not surprised because now one of your callers, Barrister Bakari. If you see the composition of the people that took federal government to court, the composition, they are, combined luminaries. That is, the combined juries of legal luminaries. All the states, even Lagos State, they are to the general of Lagos State, they are part of it. So when the Pastor Bakari is talking that maybe they shoot themselves in the leg, I was wondering, this caliber of people, are they know their right and left? I mean, where to follow? So on that ground, I don't agree with him. I'm more so, power. Appeal court is the apex court of the court in Nigeria, the highest court for that matter. So even if they're supposed to go to high court, well, appeal court of ruling,
Supreme Court,
and high court is under there.
Supreme Court.
So what's up there for taking it to that appeal court ruling? So on that regard, I didn't support that. So to me, the government and the right perspective on the issue of the next coming government, what they need to do to know in the first case, they know where the issue is pinching us. You remember Fawad, the Minister of Petroleum or the group, the managing director of NPC, he told us last year that our refinery will be working by December and we are now in March. You understand? So I want the incoming government to do an holistic, holistic inventory of all our refinery. The one that's supposed to work first, they should do it. If it is Kaduna refinery, if it is a Warri refinery, if it is Port Harcourt, let them do it first. Dango refinery is a perfect refinery. Thirdly, on the issue of security.
Thank you, Alhaji.
Sorry, Sandra. On the issue of security is very key.
Your 2 minutes.
Yeah. Just let me say this one. On the issue of
hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
They cut anybody off.
It's okay.
It's not as if they have
you are using your own 2 minutes.
I'm just from Oba. Good morning. Yes, good morning. It's been a while now.
Yes.
Good morning. See, my concern is the refinery sport. Why can you be talking about regulation or removal of subsidy when your position is being dominant on foreign currency?
That's what we're asking now. Which one do you think they should start?
Let them do the refineries first. If regulation is necessary or whatever, we will now see. So let them do that first. As regard the Naira whatever, where is Afenifere be or Afenifere be?
It's Afenifere, not Afenifere.
Mr. John, thank you very much.
No. We have to say that it is. They are going to go to take position with political leaders. The president with Tinubu are divided over that. Why are they not concerned with this? And they say they are championing the Yoruba cause. Where are the pressure groups? Where is National Assembly? Where are the check and balances? What are we talking about? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Mr. John. No, as expected. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Please turn down the volume of your radio, sir. Thank you.
Yes, I've done that.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. I just want to ask you the question this morning.
Your name, please.
Hey, sorry, my name is Stephen from the company.
Okay.
All right.
Mr. Fuhade, good morning.
Morning, sir.
My take is on the cash crunch. We know that our authority, the presidency and those who are working with him will never bow down to pressure now. And what we know and what we can do is that after these people leave government May 29 or May whatever, if there is good system in our government,
that call them to stand for every of their nonsense they do, everything they did when they were in power now. I believe that will help to control their excesses in future tenure that is coming on very soon. That is one. And another is that with our refinery of a state, we know where the problem is. The people on top know who and what is happening. But the system we have is not a secure system. Whoever has the power is supreme to all, is almighty, is everything, and nobody can call them to answer for anything. That is the problem. Our system here is broken down and it's not working. I think the Lord will help us in Nigeria.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mr. Topo. Appreciate. Unfortunately, that's the last call we can take for this morning. So we'll wrap things up with a few messages that we have here. Good morning, Sandra. Our problem in this country is the law and the constitution. On this matter, I don't blame the president, whose priority is for... All right. By now, I believe they should have started... Okay, thanks. Abiodun from Oshodi. I didn't quite understand that message, the concluding part. Anyways, good morning, Sandra and Fuhade. This is Godwin from Ilasa. Concerning the cash issue, I stand stolidly on Fuhade's position. Sandra, if we don't resist these criminal politicians, they will surely collapse this our beautiful country. Ganifa Emi said, and I quote, It is legal to be illegal in an illegal situation. I've said it here that for us to move forward in this nation, we must banish all the decorum accorded to these people. My position is that every citizen of this country shall be on the street to protest against this criminal practice. NBA, NENS, CSO market groups will be in participation. Secondly, on my preferred position for the incoming government, first thing they should do is stop the dual or triple exchange rate.
Yeah, that's also a very
it's the height of corruption. Just to say to Fuhade that Barrister Curtis and Nuruddin was super on the analysis yesterday.
Fantastic. I enjoyed it too.
Although it was easier for a camel to pass through the needle than for me to get a phone call through, it shows.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Sandra, hope you are following the Gary Lineker and BBC rule. A discussion for another day. That's something to look into. Thank you very much, Godwin from Ilasa. Always, coming in with logic. Good morning, Mainland FM. My name is Forgiveness. It's okay. From Ikeja Cantonment. Since the new Naira notes redesign, I've not heard of kidnapping issues again. I think the policy is helping us. Reverse. Okay. Thank you, Forgiveness. But and another thing is the vote buying. So that's why we're also of the opinion maybe we should wait till after the polls. That's another option. We also have here. Good morning, Sandra and Fuhade. I have no agenda for the government that came through. Okay, Mr. Kangwelina from Mafuluku. Thank you very much. Appreciate. All right, we also have nothing will happen to change this cash crunch policy of federal government and CBN. As much as we have a government that is bigger than all the courts in the land, this will linger until after 29th of May, because we have a snoring or non-existing National Assembly whose duty is just to approve borrowings by the federal government. Supreme Court stopped being supreme when they watched Walter Onoge, CJN, removed in such a manner, and fourth place candidate was made governor in Imo State by the same court. Not shying away from Lawal and Akpabio saga. Chijoke, thank you very much.
She's reminding us of
this is very, very important. But one thing I also took away from, Barrister Curtis reminded us yesterday that Obuzodima is not the only court-ordered governor that we have in this country. So I don't know why Obuzodima's case seemed to be the one that we...
They say he came forth, That's
what's paining them. But Yahya Bello's story is equally as intriguing as Hope.
He came forth. He was even on the ballot. We have governors that were never on the ballot.
Yahya Bello.
That's an example.
All right, but that's all we can take this morning. Thank you very much, Fuhade.
Thank you for
thank you to all our listeners and the callers and those who sent text messages. Apologies if we're unable to take your call or your message. But you know, the interesting thing is you can always follow the conversation on our social media channels. We are live on YouTube and Facebook, and well,
you can drop your comments.
You can drop your comments there. It you know, propels conversation in subsequent programs. All right, so you can do that. You know, Ballot 23 is by 11:15 this morning. You can also join in then. We'll be having a guest joining in on the show. So stay with us. Coming up next by 9:45 is Global View, where we talk international stories. All right, so stay with us. This is Mainland 98.3 FM.
For this Naija wey we dey so, say you no hold cash no mean say wahala dey o.